Alright, so we got Kirk, Jaeger, Brain Sauce. Got a bunch of fucking people in here, honestly. I don't know everybody in here, but this is gonna be a small, light, fun tourney. Kizzy is dead. Alright. So, just to give perspective, we have Yoshi, which has won, that just died actually, which has won 2 tournaments. We have, Jesus fucking Christ. Anonymous almost gets self-backed out. It's fine though. Alright, so the favorites are down in this first round. Iman gets pumped. Nice. They pick up a light Elim. Slurp Juice is going to be popped. We're rotating. Trying to find a safer layer. Sadly, Iman gets boxed. Gets the 106. That's going to be a really nice shot. It should be enough to get them out of this sticky situation. Gets pumped again. Manages to move back. Desmo moves up. We're going to have Kinch getting pumped here by Desmo. The low ground is getting contested. Let's see if our high ground team, Tomei and Museby, still doing fine. Still holding it down for this first round. As a solo. Iman gets pumped in the back. We don't have mats here. It's looking a little bit scuffed. Iman gets the kill. That's going to be the perfect refresh. He doesn't manage to get the 300 mats that this guy had. It's okay though. He is still alive. That's going to be the most important part. We're going to go for a small heal-off play. Brain Sauce on the other side. Gets the box. 122. That's going to be a nice hit. Kills Anonymous. Goes out. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. Doesn't manage to go through. Tomei and Museby, which we're holding her down the high ground, are doing just fine. Tomei has the heal-off potential. If necessary, he won't need it. People just die in Storm. And that's going to be 1 round to our first winner of today. Tomei and Museby. Museby in first place, obviously. 41 points. Brain Sauce and Kirk with 34. Pharaoh, our 1x with 14. Yoshi, the favorites. At least Yoshi himself, which has 2 wins. 1 in duos, 1 in solos. 6 points only. They're going to go mid-ground here. Our first point team. Hopefully, can make it through and keep this momentum going. High ground got a kill. Still looking at Kizzy on height. Oh, Anonymous almost full sold. Okay. Anonymous almost full sold. Kizzy is picking up elims. So that is good for their end. We got second place here. Still trying to get in. High ground team is still doing well. I will just... Jesus Christ. High ground falls again. What is going on? Kizzy gets pumped. And that was Tomei, I believe. Tomei gets that kill. That's a nice refresh. They definitely needed that. So everybody trying to get in the best they can. Brain Sauce is going to get pressured here. Only 290 mats. We're going to need a refresh soon, but it's fine. We're on ulti low. We can try to hold this. The rotate is looking a little bit scuffed here for second place team. It's alright. We're going to find our way out. Slurp Juice is being popped. Brain Sauce is kind of sticking back, trying to find a refresh. We're seeing Desmo here pick up a kill. Iman got pumped in the back. Still look like he's fine. Gets pushed. Nice little peek here from Demzo. Sorry, I keep seeing his name wrong. Demzo going again. Sadly gets killed, and that's going to be Yoshi. Our favorites to win this tournament. Yoshi gets pumped, and that's going to be the end for him. This zone is extremely complicated. Second place team here. Brain Sauce and Kirk. They're getting full pushed. The enemy team doesn't need to have white heals. Kirk gets the kill. Is that going to be enough? Brain Sauce is dead. Anonymous still has a medkit, but that's 3 medkits. This might actually be enough. Even though he was in zone for so long, he has so much white health. He has so much white health. There's nothing he can do about it. Anonymous maybe finds. He finds the kill. Okay, so Kizzy going up here. Going up to 4th place. Kizzy definitely did not have a good game, but we're going to have 2nd place team now moving up to 1st. That's Kirk and Brain Sauce. Museby on 2nd place. Just 1 point. And we are going to have a few teams right now that are underperforming a little bit. Pharaoh right now underperforming. Definitely Yoshi as well. So we are at round 3. And getting straight into action. Dave X Stems, which picks up Anonymous for a quick kill. That is Pharaoh's teammate right here. Another one of the favorites to potentially win this. Has won one of these tournaments before. Are we going for height? We're just full sending it. PGing to height. Enemy team's going to be cracked. Pharaoh gets 1 kill. It's T-Monster. It's going to be a full kill right there. Ooh, Mixer gets pumped right as we switch by Tomei. Anonymous goes for it. Takes Tomei. We're now going to have 2 solos trying to make it to the end game. One of them being Museby, which is on the lead right now at least. That's going to be a nice tag from Museby. Museby is going to decide to tank storm, play the heal off. Let's see what's going on height. Pharaoh simply putting the pressure that is needed to keep the height and try to get themselves in this tournament. Only 34 points on the board. We're definitely going to need some kills and at least a good win to get ourselves back in. Museby still playing the heal off. Is he going to make it in? He does. Only 10 HP. Museby finds a medkit. Watch out though, he might die. I believe that is currently our 1st place team, or at least 2nd place. He's holding it down currently for this team. Making sure he's grabbing all the placement points possible. We're just going to have a slight rotation here. Still a lot of mats to go around with. Definitely going to want to think about getting a refresh, and that's what he's trying to see. Trying to see if he can get his white health back up, because currently, as it is, he is very, very weak. Only 110 HP. 1 pump can get him out of this game. Nobody has died for a good minute. Everybody is simply tarping in, getting themselves in. Nobody is finding the kill. Museby gets taken out by Kirk. Kirk now definitely asserting themselves as the 1st place team. I cannot believe it any other way. 90 points. Can they get this win? Kirk gets pumped from the side. That's a rough angle. He dies to Storm. Brain Sauce. Can Brain Sauce clutch it up? David extends. What is going on? Everybody is simply just fighting. Pharaoh takes out the win from high ground to get themselves back in this tournament. They will not be counted out. We have Brain Sauce on 1st, Museby, and then Pharaoh. Alright, this is a team we haven't heard anything about much, and honestly it's because they're on 18 points, but let's see what they can do. Oh, beaming up high ground, and I believe that's Pharaoh's team if I remember the skins correctly. They're trying to go for it. They get beamed. It's not going to be a good look. Yoshi is on 23 HP. What happened here? Alright. Dave XM's picking up a nice Elon. We're seeing a few crash outs here going on. The lobby is definitely getting lower in terms of player count. Pharaoh is holding the high ground. Potentially going for a 2 out of 2 in terms of wins. I'm going to have Mixer up on the low ground here. Sadly gets taken out. That's going to be Iman's team. Team that is not too low on the leaderboards. Definitely a win here could make a difference. Trying to find their way through this low ground. Meanwhile, anonymous team here is going to go out, apparently, from high ground. Who is on height? Let's see, who is on height? Is this Pharaoh on height again? Pharaoh is on height. Just taking out people after people. 7 kills for Pharaoh right now. This team is definitely doing very, very well at 112 points. Just kind of holding it down, making sure they make it to the end game every single game. One of the most consistent teams. Kirk gets a nice edit down. Going for the kill. Nice. That's going to be a nice kill on Demzor. Picks up the kill. They have the mats. They have everything they need to potentially close out this game. 2 medkits, 4 floppers. They have the heal off if it needs to come out. Iman is already playing heal off in the back here. Potentially going to try to go for a lurk play. Maybe griefing this team right here. And that is what he's going to try to do. 86 tag here. Sadly, it's not going to be enough. Brain Sauce makes it out. Takes the kill here. Gets the 53 tag. That's going to be a nice kill on Anonymous in the back. They have a flopper here. They have a lot of heal. Even Times and Pharaoh playing the high ground. Pharaoh's going to die here to Brain Sauce. Did he give them more white heals? He didn't. Obviously not. And I don't think that this is enough to beat out the... Now, I don't want to do the math. But I don't think... I think he actually might have it. Never mind. He has it, right? He has it. Pharaoh. Yeah, Pharaoh's going for that 2 for 2 here. With the Chug Jug, he's making it out. Those 4 floppers, though. Kirk might be able to find him, potentially. He sees him. Can he... He doesn't have an AR. He does not have an AR. So he can't break them down. He's just going to have to accept his fate. Why does he not have an AR? I guess he was playing a heal off, so he dropped all his heals here. But not having an AR here literally killed him because he could have just dropped them down. And that would have been it. Which means we now have Kirk and Brainsauce still in first place, but Pharaoh is closing down this team and chasing them down to get the first place. And we're going to have Pharaoh going for high ground again. I believe they're simply just repeating it in their VC. They just have to be saying, take height, don't die. Because that's the only thing they've been doing it since round 3. And it's been working out for them. So far, 2 wins in a row. Doing very well. 28 HP. Pharaoh, this is just... It's starting to look like they're going to get high ground every game. Nobody is going to contest them. And if that happens, they will definitely make it far on every single game. They're not using that many mats. Just hitting the high ground early game and keeping it all the way up until the end. So May here, which was our first team for the beginning at least of this tournament, they're now falling down a little bit under, around maybe 4th or 5th. He's going to have to solo clutch this as well to potentially keep himself in the loop. Also a solo. We're going to have a lot of solos in those teams that need the placement the most. Anonymous trying to get in. He gets in a box. And that's going to be Yoshi's team, which is kind of underperforming as of right now, at least. 70 points. That's not looking like the game. 3 HP for Anonymous. Yoshi gets taken out by Pharaoh. And that's going to be it for Yoshi's team. Once again, falling very early in the game. That is going to help them out. And the points are speaking for it. Nice little kill here on Dave X Thames. And that's going to be Anonymous finally going to contest high ground. Pharaoh is now going to be a solo on height. Don't know if he's going to be able to hold it. Trying to apply as much pressure as he can. 3 medkits, however, he does have some heal off. If it came down to that, there is still a lot of time to be played, however. Nice pressure. Not getting contested on height. I believe they don't realize that he is a duo, or maybe they just want to play the lower grounds. Nice little tag here. There's going to be a crack by Pharaoh. Pharaoh trying to get the piece control. A lot of people just died here. Brain Sauce's team is down to 1. And Kirk gets lurked on. He has all the heal off in the world, however. He literally has no weapons. Only heal off. Pharaoh is trying to track him down, but there's nothing that he can do right now. It's simply Pharaoh versus Kirk that has literally every single heals in the world. This guy is running to the beginning of the map. This is insane levels of commitment. He still had 2 medkits, 2 slurps, and 140 chug. This guy could have stayed in Storm for another minute. Dedication right there. Max passion is what we like to see. 175 coming in from this team. Jesus. Let's see what we're going to have. Are we going to have the same shot here of Pharaoh potentially going on height early and trying to hold it? I don't think that's what's happening. 6 rounds in. We have Kirk right now. Definitely dominating this lobby at 179 points. There is still a lot of points to get, so it's not the end of the tournament yet. But some teams are definitely starting to fall behind. And we are seeing a pattern for who potentially will earn money today. And who won't. Team manages to get out. Ooh, I see that first place has gone down. Mixer has taken out Brain Sauce. That's pretty big for the lobby. Now I believe Kirk is still alive. He is still alive. Not well, but he's definitely alive. Just playing it slow, making sure he makes it as far as he can in this game. Every single point will matter. No, Pharaoh has died, or Thames has died. Pharaoh is going to now try to hold him up as well as a solo. We're going to see Tome and Muse be on height, making us think of the first round. 117 points. They're definitely making it back up there. A win here could mean a lot for this team. But still, we have Kirk on the low ground. Pharaoh gets a nice elim. Kirk on the low ground. Still holding it down right now. At least in terms of placement. Mixer is trying to move around. No builds. He's going to die, and that's going to be Kirk picking up that kill. That's going to be a nice refresh for him. He has all the heals left now. He's just going to play here for a potential top 2. Pharaoh goes in the back. Can he go and pick up that elim? Sadly, he cannot, but he picks up the mats. He gets killed by Museby. Museby is now, as they do with Tome, on high ground, in the best position to win. I believe Kirk is the last player alive, which means they've made it once again to the top 3, or top 2, I should say. That's 2 different players from 2 different teams. That was Yoshi. Kirk made it to top 2. We are talking about a complete dominance, 205 points. They do not want to let it go. 152 points for Museby, 172 points for Pharaoh, 205 for Brain Sauce. Remember, top 2 makes money. Have some early kills here. Pharaoh seems to pick up a kill. Let's try and see what's going on our higher points team. Kirk is already dead. Brain Sauce is a solo. Will he be able to clutch up the same way Kirk did? As we go ahead and look what's happening on the high ground. This T-Monster trying to pick up the high ground. Only 26 points At this point, they would need every single win left to make money. Nice little tag here. 134. Mixer gets completely beamed from high ground. For second place here, Pharaoh trying to find a kill. We're going to have third place with Museby dying. Tomei here left as a solo as well. Pharaoh gets a nice tag. Dave XM with the box. Jesus Christ! You are walking into their walls. Oh my god. This is Blur, by the way. What a piece from Blur. Blur trying to go in for another kill. Manages to get out before it gets too sticky. Second place is trying to take this game in their hands to potentially close the gap. First place still alive. Our Brain Sauce is just playing it slow. Just making sure they make it. Get as much placement points as possible. 215. They are starting to make it very, very hard for anybody to catch up. Remember, this is round 7. Yoshi gets a nice little... And that's going to be on Brain Sauce here. Eliminates first team. That's big for the lobby. Yoshi sadly gets pumped. He has enough heals to get back all the way up to max. However, Zone pulls the other way, which is going to make it hard. He only has those cans. Yoshi tries to get out. It's not going to work. Misses the edit. Pharaoh picks up that kill. That's huge for them. Gets a nice little refresh here. They're going to hold high ground. And now this is big for the lobby. This changes everything. Second place has the potential to finally overtake. Only 215 points up for first place. Mixer in the low ground as a solo. Oh no, sorry, with a duo. Mixer with a nice edit. That is going to be a nice kill on Iman. They need this just as bad as everybody else in the lobby. Mixer sadly doesn't have any mats. He's just going to be running around. Blur in the back, picking up Mixer. Pharaoh just simply chilling on height. Who do we have under? It's an anonymous Mixer's teammate. He's popping his mecha but doesn't have anything left. It's looking like this is going to be the end of this game. And we're going to have a third win for this duo that has overtaken first place. We have a competition. 217 points from Pharaoh. Brain Sauce and Kirk might not take this tournament. Alright. In round 8, we're starting off. Pharaoh here, 150 HP. Not going to be anything too crazy. Tomei dies. Museby gets beamed. Kizzy, team that has been on hype before, is trying to take it now by force. 97 points. Maybe with a double win, they can make it out. We still have a few rounds to go. Things can change. Yoshi's gonna go for a slight res. Anonymous here trying to get it. Mixer gets a big pump onto Blur. Pharaoh is trying to get the piece here. Get forward. This game definitely will mean a lot. Kirk here is alive and well. They have over 1,000 mats. They can simply rotate in. Alright, so 225 here. And oh, did I just skip somebody getting fully packed out potentially? Alright, it's fine. Kizzy here picks up a kill on Blur. We have Pharaoh that is a solo. He's going to clutch up. He can't. Pharaoh can't clutch up. Pharaoh is no longer. Pharaoh is no longer. With Pharaoh dead, Kirk now has all of the time in the world to simply make sure that this lead cannot get overtaken once more. Too many pieces holding this together. Are they going to go for potentially a pre-edit play? No. Brain Sauce gets fully pumped. And Kirk gets beamed in the back. He gets fully unaware checked. We're going to have this first place team in a sticky situation. And it's going to be Anonymous versus Kirk here in the bottom. Kirk gets a nice little shot. Gets the kill on Sherbot. And I believe that's going to secure third place already for him. We're going to have second place actually secured here. Because it's only these two left. Brain Sauce is in the front. He's sadly going to die out. It's now going to be a 2v1 situation. Kirk is in the back, has the heal off, but it's not going to be enough if he's just basing himself off of that. Kizzy dies over there. And not enough time to pick up the finish, but still 247 points on the board. First place has now gone back to a 22-point lead. Round 9. T-Monster dies early. Alright. Yoshi also dead early. Potentially gonna get rezzed. Second place team here. Pharaoh and Blur. Will they be able to do the impossible? And manage to beat out first place. They're looking for a kill, however. That's going to be a nice little kill. Brings them up to 257. They have such a big point lead. All they need to do is stay consistent. And there's nothing anybody in the lobby will be able to do about it. Pharaoh back on height. Trying to see if they can potentially focus first place. Try to get them out of the lobby as soon as they can. They're also looking at second place here. Trying to see if they can get a chop. At this point, this is almost a 2v2 situation. Both of these teams are trying to make sure that they are the ones alive by the end of the game. Pharaoh trying to go for a kill here. 77 from Blur. That's going to be a nice shot. Blur is going to be out of AR. They're going to need a refresh here. Somebody's in their box. It's E-Man. He's fully dead. What can this lobby really do? This team has held on and made it to the top 3 almost every single game. Except one. And the one game they didn't make it, Pharaoh managed to overtake. But right now, it's looking like they're the best team in the lobby. Pharaoh goes down, manages to get the knock. Blur goes and takes it by force. Or no, that's not going to be Blur. That's going to be an Anonymous. I misjudged the skins. Blur definitely wants to take this win, however. He has all the heal off in the world. I don't know if Sherbot is aware. He is fighting a heal off monster currently. There's more medkits. There is more medkits. I don't think it matters. I literally do not think it matters. He has 5 medkits and 2 chug jugs. Yeah, Sherbot is dead. Sherbot is fully dead. If he does not find him, it is over. Just trying to... That's going to be a nice little tap from Blur. I was holding my breath. There is no way. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Blur was going to die here. And that means 268 points, 273. The game is so close. Last round. This is so close. Okay, we do need to mention that literally after this, there is nobody else that is in this run. USB could get a win with every single kill in the lobby, and that would not be enough, sadly. It's all came down to this. Round 10. Round 10 of this duo tournament. Are we going to see? Because this is what we've seen last time. We've seen that people can crash out. People can try and go in grief. And I don't know if this is something that we'll see for this round. Pharaoh gets beamed. That's going to be the 2v2 we want to see. This is first place against second place. Pharaoh is trying to just box fight them from as far as they can. Currently, Kirk is putting on damage with Brain Sauce. Blur, they're trying to get in. That's going to be another team third partying this fight. Blur manages to get saved here by Pharaoh. Not by much, but he is saved. Nice, 111. Is that going to be enough? Not enough to get the kill. Pharaoh is simply playing the box fight slow. This is very, very, very rough for Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets killed by Brain Sauce. Is that going to be enough for Brain Sauce to simply win? Blur will be able to clutch up or not. We don't know yet. We're about to find out. But Blur is definitely in a bad position. And I believe Brain Sauce and Kirk might even want to go and finish it themselves. 272 points currently. We are still on a very, very small point difference. If Blur dies here, it's definitely over. But if Brain Sauce dies here, Blur still needs to do some. Let's see if Brain Sauce and Kirk can potentially hold this or widen the gap with maybe a few more kills. They're going for the rotates here. We want to make sure that we do not forget about Blur. All Blur needs is for these two players, Kirk, to die. But Kirk gets a kill in the feed. It's not looking like they want to go out. Blur is tanking Storm, trying to find somewhere to go. This is a very, very difficult situation. Only 8 builds, 101. That's going to be a nice hit, but not enough. 61 here. That is still not enough as well. Blur is going to get beamed. 9 HP. That's going to be it, and that's going to be the end of this. Brain Sauce and Kirk take it by force. 299 points. At this point, it does not matter. They have made it. They made it. They made it. They managed to simply kill second place and make sure that they are the one that claimed first place. Can they now go ahead and win the game to make sure that even with 5 more games, nobody would be able to claim their spot? 316 points. That's going to be it for y'all. This is the winners of this tournament. We have Kirk and Brain Sauce. We're going to have to bring people for live interviews. You guys have 100% won. There's no questions about it.
Let's go, man.
How are we feeling?
Come on, man. Bro, I'm feeling fucking amazing, man. KVM for 1 week and we just won this? Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.